Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're so glad to have you listening. I'm Lynette Kittle, and today's topic is Finding True Love this Valentine's Day. We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsor.
Faith shapes how we live, and it should shape how we steward our money too. That's why 316 Financial exists. We're an online bank created to help people align their finances with their faith and their values. At 316 Financial, 10% of our profits are given back to faith-based ministries, supporting work that makes a lasting difference. It's a simple idea. Everyday banking can be a powerful way to live generously, and you don't have to sacrifice quality to bank with purpose. 316 Financial offers modern online banking, no monthly fees, free ATM access nationwide, and competitive interest rates designed to help your money grow responsibly. Whether you're saving for the future, managing everyday expenses, or looking for a bank that reflects what matters most to you, 316 Financial makes it easy to bank with intention. Learn more and open an account today at bank316.com. Banking services are provided by 316 Financial, a division of Primis Bank, member FDIC.
Do you feel like God has placed a call in your heart to write, but you keep getting discouraged? Maybe you've dreamed of writing a book, but you're not sure where to start, or if your words even matter. This month on the Salvation Army's weekly podcast, Words of Life, we're sitting down with Christian authors and writers of all kinds to talk about why the written word still matters and how God continues to use it powerfully in His kingdom today.
So the act of putting pen to paper and just putting into words what's going on inside my head was my way to start processing the world around me. I found very naturally that lent itself to conversation with God.
I think it's important that we recognize something really beautiful and tangible about writing. There's a power in it that is created by God, who is the Word.
Listen to Words of Life on your favorite podcast store or visit wordsoflifepodcast.org.
Finding True Love this Valentine's Day, written and read by Lynette Kittle. We love because He first loved us. 1 John 4:19. Romantic love seems to be the love that lasts the shortest for millions, yet it's the prime focus in most people's lives, especially surrounding Valentine's Day, aimed towards couples and individuals who want to become a couple. Yet, as wonderful as romantic love can seem at times, it doesn't have the power to satisfy our hearts, unlike the countless Hallmark movies seem to indicate. As seemingly the number one goal of millions of people in the world to find romantic love, it acts to deter and distract countless people from loving God the most. Sadly, many people believe it is the ultimate love, and that without it, they can't live, and why they go to such extremes to find and possess it. Although as Christians, we honor and cherish the love relationship between husband and wives, initiated by God, even for us sometimes, the love for Him often takes a back seat to having the forefront of our attention. But as we know, when it comes to love as Christians, our number one goal and priority is to love God above all others. As Matthew 22:37 explains, as the greatest commandment, Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind." God calls us to love Him most, which is difficult for many to accept, and they have a tendency to overlook His words in Matthew 10:37, saying, "Anyone who loves their father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." Still, many of us put Him on the back burner, thinking He's okay with our preoccupation with other loves. including loving the world. But 1 John 2:15 explains what loving the world more than God exposes in us. Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. Still, the call from God's heart when we find ourselves far from Him is found in Joel 2:13. Rend your heart and not your garments. Return to the Lord your God, for He is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in love, and He relents from sending calamity. God calls us in Joel 2:12 to return to Him. Even now, declares the Lord, return to me with all your heart, with fasting and weeping and mourning. Some may remember the 1970s line from the classic film Love Story that stormed the nation and became a trendy cliché. But the problem is that it's so untrue, teaching our culture that love means never having to say you're sorry. Sadly, an unrepentant world jumped at the chance to embrace it, including not saying sorry to God for their sins. But it couldn't be further from the truth. Never saying we're sorry restricts true love, hardening us at the core, but saying it helps to keep our hearts tender towards God and each other. Repentance keeps our hearts softened towards God. As 2 Corinthians 7:10 describes, godly sorrow brings repentance that leads to salvation and leaves no regret, but worldly sorrow brings death. Love is God's trademark. He's the only source of true love and the only reason we are able to reach out and love others. As 1 John 4:16 describes, and so we know and rely on the love God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. Without Him loving us first, we would be loveless in our relationships with others, because we can't stir true love up based on our own strengths and thinking. When we do as Matthew 22:27 commands, to love God with all our hearts, souls, and minds, true love grows within us and spills out to those around us. As 1 Peter 4:8 encourages, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Intersecting faith and life. What is your focus this Valentine's Day? Are you reaching out to God and His love, or sidetracked by romantic love this year? Ask God to help you treasure and cultivate your love for Him above all others. Further reading, a Valentine's Day prayer to cultivate a tender heart towards God.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
Get that Amex Gold Card ready. I'm way too tired to cook tonight.
You read my mind. With the Gold Card, we can get up to $120 a year in statement credits. Are you feeling the Cheesecake Factory? Five Guys? Either of those sound good?
Yes.
Which one?
Both.
Pay with the Gold Card to receive up to $10 a month in statement credits at participating partners. Uncover more ways to reward yourself at americanexpress.com/explore-gold. Enrollment required. Terms apply.
Has fear stolen your peace? I'm Jennifer Slattery, lead host of the Faith Over Fear podcast, helping you fight your fears and grow your faith. Subscribe at lifeaudio.com.